Hello and welcome, Libra. It's Adam, your psychic witch with Arcana Mundi. I am here to do your love reading, guys. And so, first things first, just wanted to touch, we are using the Beginner's Guide to Tarot deck here. It's a great deck if you don't know, if you want to learn tarot. It's phenomenal. It's also good for, experienced readers as well. I like the imagery, it's very soft. Nice images. Oddly, this was one of my first few decks. I thought it was my first, and then I had stated that, and then someone reminded me it wasn't. So it was like my first, second, or third. It was like my second or third deck, I think, that I ever purchased. But I repurchased it recently because I had gifted it away to someone. But the book has a lot of great information about the symbolism of tarot cards, generic symbolism, not necessarily like super planetary influences or anything like that. But it's a great way to it introduces you to the ability to read what the images are telling you in the cards. So I really, really don't mind this deck for beginners. It's a great starter. But that's in the description box below if you would like one. Also, we have here the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle from Lon. That is available in the description box below as well. This one's great because, again, most Oracle cards you don't actually need reading experience, so you don't have to know how to read tarot or anything for Oracle cards. As long as they have some kind of messages, you can usually get the main gist. So these are available in the description box as well. They're great for looking at the energies we really need to focus on within our connections, possibly even, things that we might not know are kind of going on as well. I really, really, really like this deck. So it is a little big though. So if you have small hands, you might have to shuffle it the other way. But so we're going to go ahead and get started here. I did want to make a quick announcement. So, I've noticed a lot of people kind of in this energy of feeling like they're getting lost in all these readings here on YouTube. And one thing I'd really like to say about that, if you are feeling like, you're not really sure and you're maybe watching a lot of these YouTube videos, that's fine and everything, but kind of take them with a grain of salt. Don't allow them to freak you out too much. Remember that these are general readings we do here, and though people like to make them seem like they are a personal reading, or it may seem like that because they're resonating for you in so many ways, sometimes you have to understand that you have to take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And sometimes it's just not your reading, and then check back the next week or the next time they have a reading ready for you, because sometimes we're just picking up on different sections of your group of people. So keep that in mind too. They are general undercurrents. The only way, since tarot is a reflection of energy, the only way to reflect upon your energy with your specific situation and your specific person is to book a personal reading, whether that be with me or any other reader that you resonate with. It may be a good idea, especially if you're starting to feel lost in the mix or confused or stressed out because, you don't know which readings to believe. Then that's usually a good indicator it's time to book a personal reading with someone that you do resonate with, whether that be me or another reader, okay? There are tons of us here on YouTube that can definitely help you out with that. Just pick the one you feel called to, okay? Because honestly, that's truthfully the only way that you can reflect on your situation to the fullest extent, okay? And really gain the clarity that you're seeking. Yes, you can gain some clarity from these general readings because you may be tapping into those general currents. However, sometimes when we're not, we really need to understand what's going on so that we don't drive ourselves crazy, right? Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Like, share, subscribe as you see fit. I am super grateful for all of you who have supported my channel with your likes and subscribes. And the notification bell will let you know when future readings are available. Feel free to cross-watch on your person's sign, but remember they are general undercurrents, so your person may not be feeling that way about you, or they may not even be resonating with that reading. So that's one of the things, like, you can get kind of trapped in these readings, so just be cautious of that, okay? So if you would like a personal reading with me, there is a Linktree link in the description box below where you can schedule your reading. They are done through Zoom live. So how I do that is you schedule your reading. I will accept the reading and then I send an email within 24 hours of scheduling. You can book same day, just give me like an hour or so before I have to because I need some time to create the meeting and send it to you and everything. And sometimes if I'm out and about doing something, it might take me a minute. But you can book same day. Just be cautious of that. Give me some time. Don't book it like in 10 or 30 minutes or something. Like make sure it's at least like an hour away. Okay. But guys, I will say, if you would like, go ahead, schedule one through that Linktree link. You will get an email with the Zoom link and passcode so that our reading stays private. And then we just reconvene at the meeting time that you've chosen. So those are pretty cool. And then remember, a 15-minute reading is not sufficient for a first reading. Okay, those are energy check-ins. They're more for people who I've already read for, that we already know the situation at hand, and we're kind of going into, you know, what might be going on at the current moment with that same situation, just to kind of check out where your person is or something like that. Okay, those aren't really the greatest for a first reading. So you might want like a 30 or 60 minute. Okay. So guys, we're going to go ahead, dive right in here, but I do want to just, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm like dragging this out. Anyway, so in that Linktree link, there's also a tab if you would like to make a donation to the channel. I appreciate all of you who have made some donations there. You know, any little bit helps, even if it's just like a few bucks. It doesn't matter. I am super grateful for whatever you are able to donate, and it does allow me to keep this channel going and keep doing this for you. So thank you all who have supported me through that, through your comments, your likes, your shares, subscriptions, whatever you've done. I am so grateful for all of you. Honestly, I cannot do this without you guys, so thank you so much. But we're gonna go ahead and dive right in. Those decks that you saw are linked in the description box as well down below. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here, Libra. Spirit, ancestors, and guides, show me that which I need to see for Libra and their person. Show me this energy that needs to be understood for Libra and their person. This card keeps coming out a lot for everyone. I'm going to pull one more here. Apparently I'm pulling 3 for everyone. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I keep doing this. All right, so Libra. We have at the bottom of the deck surrender, we have expression, and multidimensionality. Okay, so expression. Let's get started here. The frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence through many different forms of communication. Okay? Multidimensionality. The frequency of multidimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is external and which is eternal, not external, and multidimensional. Surrender. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. If that is not a Libra card, I love you guys. My mom's a Libra, and honestly, like sometimes, you know, there's just that energy of like wanting to make things right or wanting to make things be a certain way, you know, and worrying about the outcome of things a lot. And I totally get that. I'm a Taurus. We do the same thing in a different way, but yes, very much so. I do feel that, you know, it might be kind of necessary for you guys right now to be very honest with your emotions, okay? Be very honest with how you're feeling and understand the depth and dimensions of which you feel, you know, for this person or this connection, okay? And there may be a need to surrender. I feel like sometimes, you know, you might be feeling something is a certain way and it may actually be an illusion, okay? And, you know, sometimes we do feel certain things and it might be our intuition or it might not. You know, sometimes we just have thoughts that kind of, or experiences in the past that have made us to feel something maybe a certain way. And I feel like there may be some illusion surrounding what you're feeling right now. And we're going to dive into this before I explore that a little more, okay? So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the tarot, guys. I am doing these readings quite a bit differently than I have done in the past, so I just wanted to switch things up. I like to do that every once in a while, so I'll read a certain way, we'll read a certain way for a while, then we'll read another way for a while, and then we'll read another way for a while, but it keeps things going for you, so I don't want y'all to get super bored. So, Libra. Damn, sorry I talked for like 9 minutes, y'all. Anyway. Spirit, ancestors, and guides, show me that which I need to see for Libra and their person. What is the current situation between Libra and their person? Okay, wow. So this is mutual energy, guys. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you were worrying, Libra, it's pretty good mutual here. So I'm not too scared about this. All right, for you. I'm trying not to get a glare. Sorry. So the Empress. There is an understanding between you and this person that you guys are the one. Okay, so they feel that you are the one, you feel that they are the one. You see the beauty, the potential within each other. Okay, and it's not just potential, it's like an identifying factor. You want recognition for this, both of you. Libra, you're wanting to know that you're the one, and they are wanting to know that they're your one. Okay, the Temperance card, which is super interesting. The Temperance card does not come out unless there is a Two of Cups, equal balance or equal love within the relationship. That may not be in balance at the moment, but Temperance is about coming back into balance and following along the path that has been divinely inspired for you once again, once you can make sure that the love between the two cups is balanced here. And you do have divine assistance with that, okay? So, Libra, I feel that there is a need in the mutual for you guys to both recognize the connection and recognize your intent for the connection, which would be the victory, by taking action. Also, for some of you, this may have something to do with a sexual recognition. So there may have been maybe someone wasn't feeling the sexual aspects of the connection at one point, or, maybe that was just a little rocky and maybe one person wanted it more than the other. We all get those times where we're like, I don't feel like that. But that may have contributed a little bit. So if that did, I do see that coming into a better light. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your person's energy here, what they're feeling. Show me what Libra's person is truly feeling toward them in this connection. Show me what Libra's person is truly feeling for them in this connection. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra like yourself. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aquarius, possibly with this King of Cups energy, maybe a fire sign. Okay. So, I actually had an extra card jump out here. Within these two, I couldn't remember where it was, but we're going to clarify it on both, okay? So what I'm looking at, that's what they're telling me to do. So what I'm looking at is this person understands that they have a lot of love for you, but they are kind of controlling their emotions right now, okay? They are kind of, they're very much in love with you. They very much have an overflowing cup of love for you. And it's very stable energy, but this person is kind of controlling their emotions. They're kind of waiting to see what you do here. Okay, the Three of Wands, it's about wanting to take action, but also waiting on that to come in. It's like that indecisive mode. Like, do I come toward my Libra, or do I let Libra come toward me? Okay, is it better, that they make the decision, or is it better that I make the decision? If I do make the decision, is it going to cause conflict? That's what they're worried. But this whole situation, what leaves them in this is their inner conflict about the situation. Like, do I come forward to Libra, or do I let them come forward to me because I respect them? I feel like they're trying to make this decision. I don't know why they keep saying out of respect, out of respect. So I don't know if this is coming forward in that energy of like they are trying to be respectful of your emotions, even though it's conflicting them inside because they're waiting here. I feel like the decision might be in your court a little bit here, Libra. I'm going to be honest. For some of you, not for all of you, but I feel like, if you're feeling a call to make a decision about this, then that is kind of Spirit saying, hey, like, you gotta let them know if you want this, right? They have seen things from your perspective. They are in the Hanged Man energy right now as well as they're going through this, and they are thinking about things from your side of things. They are gaining enlightenment and understanding of the situation, not just from their own perspective. Okay, so understand that they are going through that period of growth, and they are really starting to understand what actions, especially because the wands are action cards, what actions may need to be taken, or what actions may have been wrong, may have caused problems in their own field, or it's about understanding from your perspective because they do have this love for you. and they're doing it because they have this love for you and they do want to be with you. But right now, they're kind of maybe a little silent for some of you. Some of you, they may not be silent, but they're just kind of like nonchalant. It's because they're about things. It's because they're trying to control their emotions. They don't want to get their hopes up for this not to come into fruition. Okay, show me the possible path to unity here and the outcome. Show me the possible path to unity and outcome here. Show me the possible path to unity and the outcome here. Okay, so I'm going to clarify these because this seems a little weird to me, considering what's going on in the other cards. Doesn't seem to make sense. All right, so I do feel like there may be a need for you guys to lay out all the cards on the table and, like, examine what occurred that caused this drama. Okay, what occurred that caused this problem here. So that you both can look at those swords, those thoughts, those ideas about the situation together, and understand each other from each other's point of view. I feel like this person is prepared to do that, Libra. But the thing about the Tower is we can rebuild something, and this can be moving from the turbulent waters toward the calmer waters, okay? This can be built into something stronger once it's crumbled. So, like, that's already happened. The problem has already happened here, but it's about learning from this experience. And I feel like they are prepared to do that. They're already trying to do that. And I feel like you may be too, trying to learn what's going on about this. And what happened that shouldn't have happened, what, caused the problem in the first place, and how to rebuild it from a more stable perspective so that it doesn't come crashing down again, right? I feel like that's the intention of these two cards, is to come forward without that energy of coming down and crashing everything down. Now, there is an understanding that there needs to be value placed within this connection, okay? You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or Aquarius as well. We have heavy fire, a little bit of earth and Taurus energy here, a little bit of Aquarius, so could be one of those fixed signs. Sagittarius. Keep in mind it doesn't, honestly, keep in mind the energies are fluid and we can always embody any of these, so don't get too hung up on the signs. But there is an understanding that going through this process of analyzing what occurred that caused together, analyzing this together is what they're saying in order to come back into union. Analyzing this together, making sure that you are coming into this and understanding what needs to happen differently as you rebuild your tower together, right? And with the World, it's about understanding the value of the other person's emotions and needs and understanding that you both do have the power to manifest. So the World is a heavy manifestation card, and a lot of people ignore that, but this is actually a goddess gifting the two wands, okay? The access to the heavenly realms and the earthly realms, giving you power in both domains here, okay? Now, the Four of Pentacles. This is in the outcome position. Be careful that if you value this person, you don't hold on to your pride about this situation, and vice versa. Okay? Now, the Four of Pentacles can be about cherishing and holding on to what is most important to you, but also trying to keep your feet firmly planted on what you stably have and kind of blocking your intuition about things. So be very cautious that you're not going to do that if you do intend to get back together with this person. Let me clarify this, okay? Clarify the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah. Be sure that you don't shut off your energy if you value this person, okay? Clarify this more. Clarify the Queen of Swords. I see someone putting up a block. I feel like it's you, Libra. I feel like, it's very possible, and I have to say this, it's very possible that whatever this communication is, like, I don't know if they did something wrong and maybe that's why they're waiting over here. I feel like you may be blocking them out, okay? This is all three of these are cards of being guarded. And it could be that you do understand the worth and you guys come back together, but you don't trust it when you do. Show me the future of this connection. Show me the future of this connection. Okay, so some of you, okay, so this is the future here that we're going to look at. I didn't pull these for anyone else, but I want to clear, like, we need to go beyond this and see what's going on. I feel like when they, if you do come back in union here, because this can be, see how these are tied together, these two wreaths on the world card, the two laurels or whatever are tied together to form this wreath, which is a circle. It's infinite. You know what I mean? It's a connection. It's about coming back together sometimes in this card. A lot of people are like, oh no, it's a stop. No, no, it's completion of the cycle of all of this. Okay. Now, I do feel when you come back together, you're going to be a little standoffish with this person. Or vice versa, maybe they are with you, and there's not going to be a lot of trust in the beginning. It's going to be a difficult process, but you're kind of going to let it slowly come in here, okay? The Nine of Wands, like peeking through at each other and kind of starting to see glimpses of the positivity. But there will be a lot of fear surrounding this. Like, do we go forward along this path? And I feel like a lot of that may be influenced here by other people's thoughts and emotions surrounding your connection. Like, maybe someone is kind of giving you advice or giving them advice that isn't really conducive toward, you know, you guys moving forward and like following the divine path that has been illuminated to you. But the interesting thing is the moon and the sun are divine counterparts. It's the strongest symbolism in the tarot of divine counterparts. There is determination to be victorious and move forward with the Chariot card. Be careful, because I don't know if some of you are tied to a Cancer right now, but we have Cancerian energy here and Cancer energy here. So maybe there is someone who is kind of ruling over this connection with ego, and maybe they have Cancer in their chart, or maybe they are a Cancer themselves. So keep that in mind. If that's something that resonates for you, that's not for everyone. But what I do say here is, you know, I don't feel like that person necessarily has like horrible intentions, but it could just be like, you know, maybe they don't really know what they're talking about regarding relationships and giving you some bad advice here. I mean, sometimes that happens, you know, like when people try to tell you how to raise their kids, but they've never even had a kid, like that's real fucked up. I don't have kids, but I've seen that happen with so many of my friends. But I do feel like through your determination to work through this connection, even though you're going to come into it with this energy, through the determination of being willing to work through this connection and drop your guards a little bit here, if you're willing to, or they're willing to, whoever will be guarded, then you can once again come back into the joy of this connection again and rebalance the love and celebrate what we see in the mutual here, the desire for both of you. Okay. I do feel that this could come into being because I feel a very strong connection between you and this person. I feel like this surrender card, remember when I said I would clarify this later on? It's this, Libra. That's why I feel like it's you that might be guarded. The Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Wands. If you love this person, you're going to have to open up and allow yourself to, you know, start to build some trust with them again. And, you know, drop your swords. Keep the communication positive. Try not to be too harsh about it with that Queen of Swords energy. And, you know, let them in. Don't keep your guard up to them, because there is a strong connection here, and Spirit is telling you to surrender and express your true feelings in a respectful, loving way, and understand the multidimensional facets of this relationship. This person has a lot of love and respect for you, and they are respectful enough to let you kind of take the lead here, is what I'm feeling, you know, even though it causes them conflict internally, because they're like, man, I really just want to go toward this person. I feel a lot of like anxiousness about that. But they're really controlling their emotions out of respect for you. And I have no attachments to Libra other than my mother. So, I mean, but just keep that in mind. I mean, I know people that have Libra in their chart, but I'm not like a Libra or anything, or dating a Libra, or, you know, like, I don't want to date my mom. I love her, but no. But we have the Four of Pentacles here, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. And I feel like this is what you need to surrender for your outcome to come into fruition that you would truly desire for your future, because you do desire it and they desire it. But I feel like sometimes we can kind of trap ourselves because we're scared. you know? And we're all guilty of that. Every single human being. If someone's like, no, I'm never bullshit, okay? But Libra, you know, you're still holding on to them because you know the value that they hold within your life. You're just trying to keep your stability. You're trying to keep balance because this threw you off balance when that tower came crashing down, right? But this Queen of Swords here, make sure that you don't go cold on this person if you love them. Express your true feelings, communicate about them so you guys can move forward and rebuild a stronger foundation and understand the worth of this connection and the divine blessing that it is. And surrender this need to be, for some of you, not all of you, so don't get offended, but for some of you, this is a need to be right or a need to preserve and protect yourself because of things you've gone through in the past. And, you know, I feel like Spirit is really trying to say, like, we gave you this to learn and work through it. And potentially it could make it stronger in the end when you do get through this, you know? You could end up in a really strong connection with this person where nothing can tear you apart at a certain point because you've already gone through a really rocky situation, you know? But we do have these divine counterparts, the sun and the moon. They are manifestation of the divine, masculine and feminine, in our tangible realm. Okay, they are one of the strongest understandings in early religions. The sun and the moon were the god and goddess or whatever. So, you know, they believed in. And the truth of it is, I feel that there is a determination toward victory for you guys once you choose it. But I feel like don't get caught up in this energy, okay? Don't get caught up in this Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, and Nine of Wands energy. Or Queen of Swords, Nine of Wands. Don't get caught up in that energy, okay? Don't get caught up in that energy of, like, you know, taking an authoritative position and making them beg for it, because I feel like that could cause more problems later on, okay? If you love this person, just embrace the connection, speak your piece, express how you truly feel about them, what you truly desire with them, because they love you too here, Libra. They really do. And they respect you more than you know. I don't know if you're aware of that, but I do feel they respect you more than you know. And they have a lot of love for you. Anyway, Libra, that's what I have for you. Remember, you have free will and you can choose to pursue this, or you know, and drop your guards here, or you can, you know, maybe they're the one guarded too. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, you know. If it doesn't resonate with you, then just chuck it, you know. At that point, I mean, it might not be yours message on that one. But remember, if you need a personal reading, go ahead and schedule one with one of the readers here on YouTube, whether that be me or anyone else. If you're really struggling with these, go ahead and get one scheduled, okay? If you're starting to feel lost, because I feel like this energy could be real rough right now. And Libra, also, I'm sending you tons of positive energy toward the outcome of this, whatever you choose. You all have free will, and I embrace that well. But I just want to say, you know, you have to do what's right for you. Follow your heart. But I love you, and I'm so grateful you guys give me the chance to read for you. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It does help support me, so thank you so much. And also, make sure you like this, because Taurus has been getting all the bonus readings, and I'm really sick of reading for my own sign. Like, so, y'all, give them a run for their money. Smash the like button at the very least, and go ahead and hit the notification bell. If you want to make a donation, you can do that. I greatly appreciate all of you who do support me in that way. It helps me to keep doing this. And if you'd like one of these decks, they're down below. Anyway, I'm sending you guys so much love toward this situation, that you may find your way, whatever you choose to do. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week, Libra.